This coming Thursday, wrestling fans, it is Super Showdown. Live from Saudi Arabia, we are on our way to WrestleMania. Everybody's wondering, will this have an impact on WrestleMania? Personally, do I think it's going to? Not really. This isn't going to have too big of an impact on WrestleMania and wrestling fans. We're going to dive into why I think this is not going to have too much of an impact on WrestleMania right here today on this preview and predictions of Super Showdown. But before we do that, you all do what you need to be doing right now, and that is becoming a subscriber today. Make sure you do that anytime within this podcast while you're watching it. And make sure you hit that bell button. Make sure you leave me a comment, a like, and all that good stuff that I always say each and every time I come on here and bring you a review, a preview and predictions, and on the road, which hopefully I'll have one for you this Thursday. Hopefully I'll have one of those along with a review of Super Showdown with Jason Funny. He'll be around too. So it should be a treat. It should be different than what you usually see out of me. Okay, so make sure you tune in for all that stuff. It's always different when he's around. I'll tell you that much. But anyway, wrestling fans, let's dive into Super Showdown, okay? First things first, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, the WWE Champion, taking on Ricochet. Can Ricochet pull off the miracle of the century? Pull off the miracle of 2020? No. Absolutely not. However, wrestling fans, this is what I'm hoping WWE does. They give us a really good matchup. They don't make it where it's Suplex City, Suplex City, Suplex City, Suplex City, Suplex City, F5, 1, 2, and 3. They go out there and Ricochet has a chance to really shine and prove to WWE that he could very well in the future be a main event player. That's what I'm hoping this does. Brock Lesnar always does better with smaller statured guys. Here's a perfect opportunity. Look at his past. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles. The list goes on. Here's an opportunity for another great matchup. Let's make it happen. WWE. Roman Reigns, the big dog, taking on King Corbin, Baron Corbin. Waste of space, waste of time. Go back down to house shows and never get put on TV, Corbin. Look, they're inside a steel cage. Do we really care about this matchup? Probably not. I'm sure a lot of you are probably thinking the same thing as me. This match is just there to fill out time and just end the rivalry so Roman Reigns can go on to something else. Now, whether the big dog wins this matchup or not remains to be seen. He's gotten the victory the last couple matches, and quite frankly, even though it's a steel cage matchup, we could very well see some outside interference. It would not be the first time WWE has pulled some outside interference in a steel cage match. Okay, wrestling fans, we could see some outside interference from Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, or some outside interference from whoever King Corbin pulls out of his crown to get help. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. Roman Reigns will probably go over here in Saudi Arabia at Super Showdown. Okay, wrestling fans, that's just my take on it. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about this match. Then we have Bayley versus Naomi. Do I see the SmackDown Women's Championship changing at Super Showdown? No. No. I think it's great that Bayley is the one that's getting to make history, okay, at Super Showdown, being the first one to be able to defend the Women's Championship in that country. I think that's great. She's going to defend it, she's going to retain it, and she's probably going to hold on to the championship, you want to know the truth, until WrestleMania or beyond that. Alright, wrestling fans? But there's no doubt in my mind Bayley's going to walk out victorious at Super Showdown. Now, let's dive into the two tag team championship matches. First off, the New Day taking on The Miz and John Morrison. The first matchup that I think we possibly could see a championship change hands. Because, let's just face it, WWE wants the New Day to hold not only the title the longest reigning champion in WWE history. Longer than Demolition, longer than anybody in the WWE. Right? The New Day's done that. They're the longest reigning tag team champions in history. They're also going to want them to hold it the most times. Well, I think The Miz and John Morrison, who have been entertaining to some degree, and honestly, they're hot, they're fresh, to some point, since John Morrison has been back. Take the titles off of them, and they're going to hold it for a little while until the New Day captures the gold again in the WWE. Probably at WrestleMania or something like that. That's my guess. But I think we possibly could see Tag Team Championship change hands this Thursday. Raw Tag Team Championship? Not a chance. It's filler time at Super Showdown. Buddy Murphy, or Murphy, however you want to call him, and Seth Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, will retain the Tag Team Championship when they beat the Prime Time, or I shouldn't be calling them that, because they're Street Profits, but they're kind of like the primetime players, because both of them were entertaining. Both of them kind of have somewhat the same gimmick to a point. Street Profits are just way more entertaining than primetime players ever could be. They somewhat have the same type gimmick, though. Anyway, wrestling fans, let's move on to the Kuwait Trophy Gauntlet matchup. Everybody is picking who they would like to have win this matchup. Let's just be honest here. I think this should go to AJ Styles. Hands down. This should go to the phenomenal AJ Styles. Why? Because he called out The Undertaker. And because, let's just face it, he's phenomenal, he's awesome, and he's one of the best on the roster right now, bar none. But if he's calling out The Undertaker, and he says he's the best out of every single era, and out of the entire roster right now, he needs to win this. He needs to win this gauntlet matchup. Hands down, bar none. If Aleister Black is in it, then have the OC cost Aleister Black the matchup, seeing how AJ Styles is in this rivalry with Aleister Black. It's just how I see it. Pretty soon we're going to see The Undertaker return and that rivalry start. So AJ Styles needs to walk out the victor this Thursday. That's just my prediction. Now, on to the match that everybody has been really talking about and has been kind of worried about as well. And that is The Fiend. Let me in. Bray Wyatt taking on Goldberg. 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 Wrestling fans, let me tell you, I hope that Goldberg does not walk out victorious at Super Showdown. I hope that Goldberg is just here to redeem himself from him almost breaking The Undertaker's neck at the last Super Showdown, at his last appearance. I really hope Bray Wyatt deserves better than to have built up this character that everybody loves and then just have it squashed by Goldberg just so he can more than likely lose it to Roman Reigns. Because you know that if Goldberg wins the Universal Championship, then he will face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And he'll drop that title to the big dog. And then if that does not happen, I will be surprised. We've already heard rumors that it's going to be John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. And I would love to see John Cena versus Bray Wyatt for the Universal Championship. Hands down, that would be much better. Because you would either see John Cena beat Ric Flair's record, or you would see John Cena's picture hanging on that wall in the Firefly Funhouse, along with Goldberg's picture hanging on the wall of the Firefly Funhouse. How awesome would that be, wrestling fans? That's just what I want. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about everything that's going to happen this Thursday at Super Showdown. Okay, this is my preview and predictions, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to do everything I mentioned at the beginning of this video, which is leave me a like and leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and do all that stuff I always mention. And of course, until I see you again, which will be this Thursday for Super Showdown review, and hopefully an on the road, and hopefully Jason Funny calls one of the matches like he always does every pay-per-view that he watches, and all that good stuff. This is Webby, and of course I'll see you on the other side. Talk to you later.